I'm thinking back to many a times when I've been asked, like, what do you want? Like, what do you want in this world? What's going on, Bran, right? And after sleeping a good night's sleep, thank you, God, for that, I woke up feeling like I was tense. I was doing something that it didn't flow. It felt like there was, a lack of a better word, resistance, right? And honestly, most of the times when I find resistance, it means that something is not meant for you, right? It may mean that you're not healed enough or you're not grown enough or that it truly is just not meant for you. There are different ways it could pan out. I think of an example of when, like, maybe you run into an ex, right? And they were someone who really destroyed your life. And so when you run into them, you're like, oh, OMG, and you're feeling, you're kind of shaky. You maybe feel tears coming to the surface. Those sort of feelings, right? Those are trauma responses. Sometimes they're responses because you have a chemical connection with the person, meaning you had wild, crazy, intimate life together. And so now your brain's getting that dopamine rush from those memories or whatever you want to call it. And then other times it's a trauma response, which I guess I beg to say and to speculate that both would technically be a trauma response, right? Because if you're connected with someone chemically because of your intimate physical connection, and that is giving you a dopamine rush and that whole rush of like those kind of feelings, I would have to say that that's not actually a flow state. It's not actually healthy, right? Because it's an extreme. Flow, going with what source means for you, feels very light. You don't have the tension in your shoulders. You feel very calm. You feel very trusting. And things just kind of go the way they're meant to. And sometimes they bring you into new, curious adventures that you just were like, what? So I used to think that trusting my flow would be so boring and da da da, but I'm in my 40s now, and they say life starts in your 40s. And I have had the blessings of building a business for 16 plus years that now I can venture out into my Reiki business and the things that I'm really passionate about. I've obviously been passionate about writing, or I wouldn't have been able to build my writing to where it is at today, or my website building and those sort of things. I love doing that. But now I'm feeling the shift. I think I moved up to the mountains this is where we were meant to be so that I could do more healing, because the only thing I really crave more of is meditation and nature and being around earth. Really, maybe that's why my whole desk and everything is covered in crystals and stones. And next time maybe I'll have my moonstone down here to show you. It's all like glittery and stuff. So I'm actually making some chakra necklaces and different chakra supplies for people, because of the fact that clearing my chakras. First I had a chakra reading, then I had an energy healing session. Both have really helped me in so many ways, just to remain open, to remain aware of myself, and to be calm. So I know like what I need to work on and which chakras get blocked easier than others. I also know there's some stuff in my personal life that isn't flowing. But I also trust that I don't need to make human choices to mess that up, or to jumpstart that, I should say. I know the source, when I'm ready, source, God, Great Spirit, whatever term works for you. I say God or source. He will align the path. He will open and free the path for my next adventure. So I'm here. I'm working. I'm Reiki training to get master Reiki level, Reiki master level. I'm level 1 right now, which is amazing. And yeah, so I want you to know that sometimes knowing how to go with the flow, it's just paying attention to those intense upper feelings, really high, happy, or intense low feelings. There's even a psychiatrist that has said about 3 in 5 people who have major depression, it's a lack of spiritual connection. 3 in 5 people. So there are still a couple people out of 5 that's not the case, right? But 3 out of 5 is a pretty high odd for people with depression needing some sort of spiritual connection. So I say there's definitely something to be had about connecting with Great Spirit. And I believe we moved to God's country so that we could connect closer to Spirit. And I'm going to keep connecting and trusting Him, and to stop interfering with my human ways. I pray you do the same. Peace, love, happiness until we meet again.